Hi everybody. Right. Apologies, this is a bit of a delayed weekend waffle. But we need to have a chat. So I will be all the vlogs I've done regarding the North Yorkshire trip, the Spreading the Ashes memorial trip, coming back earlier because of the heat wave, and van life chill out that I've just come back from, will all be loaded up this week, shortly, imminent, because I'm back home now. It's Monday. I presume I'll be putting this out fairly quickly as well. As many of you watching, you know, especially with the, I don't want to get emotional because I don't want to feel a failure. And this is quite a decision that I've obviously been going backwards and forwards on. And I don't want to make, but sadly I'm going to have to make because of the state that I'm in driving Grace. Now, those who've been watching or at least hearing updates on Facebook will be aware that I had a few wobbles taking her up to North Yorkshire through the little roads and everything, and down hills and everything. I actually get vertigo. I couldn't even put things on the back of my old van, my transit van. Couldn't even go up the first rung of the ladder because of my vertigo. And obviously in Grace, I'm having to go sit up high in the driver's seat. And any of the slightest movement she's top heavy, so obviously the movement sort of irks me a little bit, scares me a little bit. But then having that on little roads with cambers going off and edges going off to the left and right, all the places I want to go I can't get to, and all of the things going on, I've slowly become terrified of driving. And I love driving. Driving is my escape. It's my escape to the wilderness, and I cannot allow that. I cannot allow myself to lose that. Now, Grace obviously had to be chosen between the van and her because of the situation with them, which one was going to last longer. Don't get me wrong, Grace is absolutely fabulous driving. Mechanically, she's been great. Obviously, we had to sort her out regarding the attempted theft, and the end done absolutely brilliant. She's back on the road. She's probably driving too fast and too well for me. She's not causing me an issue. It's me with the issue. If I didn't have this fear, this anxiety, I'd happily keep her. She's a great home for the cats. She's a great home on the road for me. And if I didn't have this, I'd be okay. I'm not worried about, you know, living in lay-by, so I was happy to contend with driving, living on the big motorway because I can't go anywhere, use anything else. It's a bit pushing it. Like I say, I've always loved driving. Whatever vehicle I've had, it's been my escape. And I'm now in the situation where I'm actually reluctant to get in and drive. Not because of finding a park up or anything, or where I'm going. It's purely the fear of how I feel when she topples to one side, and it's got that bad now, and obviously going downhill as well, it's got that bad now. I'm actually looking out on the road for any little pothole, any little camber, even a slightest little bit of an angle going off to the side, and I'm terrified. I'm starting to want to go around it, right? You know, and you can't really take a lorry round at the other side, round things like you can little cars and everything. So anyway, matters not. God, I said, I obviously changed my mind regarding letting her go or keeping her. Accepted that, you know, I've got to sort of run with what I've got and everything else like that. But no, I can't. And it breaks my heart to make this decision. But she got me to where I wanted to go. I very much wanted Grace to go up to North Yorkshire and to scatter the ashes and be part of that. Obviously, I'm still hurting over losing all my cats. And I suppose losing Grace is like that extra bit of pain. But I'm trying to be positive. Because going forward, if I have a car or an empty van or wherever I get next, and I don't really mind what it is, I've got to swap her out with something. As long as it's got wheels and I can get me and the two cats in, I'll be happy with that. Obviously, I'll have to start using the bungalow a bit more over the year. Because I won't afford the facilities in the vehicle. But We'll go with camping and whatever. But I know I'll be able to get to all the places I need to get to, like Coniston and all up over the little hills that are precious to me and my sacred places that I can't get to in Grace. But that's, I would have quite happily have kept it for the year during this debt thing because of the situation I'm in. But absolutely, look at the state of me. I should not be like this about driving. It's also obviously because I don't want to let her go. She's amazing. She's been through so much as well, just as much as I have. I'm hoping that, she can bring that joy and find the right home for her. To somebody who can sort of take her forward and carry on giving her that new lease of life. I can't do it anymore. So I'm putting her up for swapsies at the moment. I am booked in to the Overlander show to put her on display there. And if no offer of a swap of anything has come up before then obviously I'll have to take a for sale sign down with me and see if I can get her sold at the Overlander show. It wasn't even about the MOT. I'm confident on the MOT. I was saying to everybody, I'm going to sort of get the MOT, put her through the MOT, and then she's got value on her. She's got value on her anyway, more than what I'm going to let her go for when you swap her for. And I could have sort of waited till next year and then sold her for, a lot of money and got the vehicle I wanted. But no, I appreciate that I'm going to have to go to whatever I've got to go to. I know these two cats will travel with me fine, whether that be in a car or micro camper or back of an empty builder's van, which is all I'm expecting to be able to sort of get. But I just need something mechanically sound that I won't have to suddenly sort of get it and then let it fall apart on me. But if that happens, that's life, isn't it? So like I say, I'm home now. I'm not now planning to go anywhere until the Overlander show. So I've got a few weeks. So I've got to get the bungalow sorted, ready for us to sort of live in as well. Get the sort of bedroom back sorted and tidy, and in case obviously I have somebody who wants her and I'm in between vehicles, which I'm prepared to do as well. If it means I've got to be stuck in that fucking bungalow with the cats until something right comes along, then that's what I'll do as well. But cars and it's just everything seems to be going up in price as well, and I know I'm going to be. Grace has got some value to her. I know she's got some value to her, but obviously with my debt situation, I'm only allowed a vehicle of a certain value going forward for the next year. So I'll make do for the year with whatever somebody will swap her with, or I'll see what I can find. How much of her I take out, I don't know yet. That again would depend on the next vehicle I'm getting. I mean, ideally she needs to sort of stay as is for the next person anyway. But obviously if they're going to be taking all this cat room and that down and out to do out, then hopefully I'll take that door out and I can sort of keep hold of the bits of wood and things like that. That's not going to be no good to them. But I'm not going to be too fussed. Like I say, I am just going to trust the journey. But as you can see, I gave myself that acknowledgement. I know I'm doing things, like I said, people are proud of what I'm able to do and surprised at what I'm able to do. But there's been too many signs now, too many things pushing me away from Grace, and I have to acknowledge that. I mean, it's synchronicities, isn't it? And I'm getting white spirit slapped at the moment, so I better start listening. And like I said, I had to get to this position where I could accept that she was going to go, because obviously I've been living in her and not wanting her taken away, or, you know, didn't want to even sleep in the bungalow and park around the corner in case she got stolen and that. But with a situation now where I can obviously accept that my reward of letting Grace go, if we turn it into that sort of situation, my reward of letting her go would be a vehicle that I can get and go visit the east side of Coniston and get to places where I used to walk with Sticky and Connie and that, which I really need to do right now to keep going. I know losing the cats has really affected me, and I haven't grieved, I haven't let it out. But I also mean, like I said, as people know, it's not about the vehicle, it's about me getting to where I need to go to survive and sort my health out. It's not about, you know, material things or anything. So it's not, and I also thought, you know, maybe I've got to have a vehicle that I fit the cat wheel in, I've got to fit the inflatable canoe and that in, but it's not. As long as we can get my loo bucket and the cat litter tray and a travelling space for the cats and a bed for me. Obviously, the bed's the main thing. As long as I can have a bed that I can be comfortable in and carry a loo bucket because of my health issues, then we're out. So I don't know what's coming next. I don't know if anybody's out there wanting to go bigger and have something small, or if somebody can do a three-way thing where somebody wants to buy Grace and then somebody's got something for me and they can wait until I've, you know, we've done a sale or a trade or something. I don't know how it's going to happen. I've just got to throw it out there and trust now. But I can't carry on like this. I've never ever been that scared on the road. The fact my body is just wrong. And I don't know if it's being older. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm perfectly capable of driving a big lorry. Don't get me wrong. It's not that at all. It's this mental thing. It's psychological, whatever it is, that's affecting me. And I have to put the safety first regarding that. I cannot be, you know, having my mind working that way. Like I say, going forward towards winter and that, it's only going to get more dangerous on the road for me. My anxiety's only going to get worse. I can't even walk when it's being winter, let alone drive a bloody lorry that I'm scared of. Anyway, so I'm just saying thank you to those who have supported me regarding Grace and said, hey, I know how important she is, and she came to me for a reason. The reason was to get me up to Sticky again. But now she's going to have to go and find the right home who can take her forward and who can afford to do right by her as well. She's an amazing vehicle, and whatever happens to her, you know, I've got to accept it's not going to be with me. She'd be ideal, obviously, like I said, if I had the land and could park her up, it could be my home, but she's not a vehicle for me to just do daily driving with. I need something that's daily driving, and I can't afford to run two vehicles. Maybe in the future we'll be able to, but I'm, you know, not greedy. I just want, you know, even to be able to sort of go shopping and pick up the bargains instead of having to spend so much on deliveries and everything. Anyway, I'm obviously letting you not be the first to know, on Facebook, whatever as well. Much it pains me to say it. It's the end of the era for the cats and for Grace. And Mischief and Spirit I proved themselves so well, proving how good they are just outside the tether, outside. Lady and I know they will work perfectly well with something like I had with a transit. I see the cats used to. And I want to be able to take them in Sticky's and Connie's footsteps, Bentley and Rainbow's footsteps. And I also need to get up to those mountainous lakes and hills and places where I'm at one with everything. And then I can then get myself better and go forward and help others better. So there we go. I was in two minds before. I know what I was saying. I wanted to move her on, and I could see myself questioning it. Well, now it feels right. Now it feels right to say I can't do it, and it's not Grace's fault at all. Just when she's running lovely and everything's come together, and she's too good for me. I've lost my confidence. I mean, don't get me wrong, even with my transit, I'm still nervous going down hills and things like that. I've always been a cautious driver and things like that. Cautious but capable. And like I said, I don't want us to get to a situation where get to a point where I'm too scared to drive altogether. Obviously, I've been in an accident. I've been hit at the backside, which is why I went from micro camper up to Destiny. I didn't feel safe to go small again. I'm hoping that doesn't affect me. There's still issues regarding that, about me being in a car accident like that. If you're not aware that I was cut out of my micro camper. Somebody went in the back of me. That was a lovely micro camper. I was going all over the place, going to the lakes and that. So I know I can cope with a micro camper. I never did it with cats, admittedly. The transit was when the cats started coming in with me. But certainly, the Destiny was a medium wheelbase, medium height. I'd like to go a bit higher, but at the same time, I'm not fussed. As long as I can get my bed in there and get the cooker in there and say get the cats in there and we're safe, then we'll manage. So anyway, there you go. That is the news flash. And I have to be happy in my heart regarding that. And I hope you lot will support me in that too and help me find what the next vehicle is going to be and support us in that journey, and obviously try to find Grace a home. I no doubt if this is the right move, Spirit will sort that out for me. So let's see what happens next, eh? I've accepted it's time to let go of Grace. Catch you later. Bye for now.